Hey everybody, how's it going? I'm Big LT, DJ Let's Player at Big LT Radio, and welcome to episode 2 of Funko Stories. Today's featured Funko story is Shantae. And I believe I got Shantae off of Amazon. Not sure what reason though. Well, other than says I like her. I think it was because it was one of those like things where it was like limited. Okay. A lot of Shantae stuff has been a little bit limited lately, especially on a website called Limited Games Run or Limited Run Games, something like that. Um, so I thought maybe this was going to be kind of limited too. So I decided I'd get it as soon as I could. I actually got it. I think it was back in February or something like that. Something like that. It was earlier this year. So I always like Shantae. And that gets to our next part of the thing here, the story of my experiences with Shantae as a character. Now, I believe I got into Shantae a little bit when I saw the game. I believe it was for the 3DS, but it was the DSi part. It was Risky's Revenge, and then the original Shantae. But I believe I checked on that when I saw, um, I don't know if it was Nintendo Way Forward or just something random, but it was a YouTube video about the game. So when I looked it up on the 3DS eShop store, I was like, oh, Shantae, that's okay. So it is on here. Didn't cost much at the time either, and to this day I've never beaten those two games on the DS or the 3DS. So basically, it wasn't until when was it? Probably when Shantae was starting to become multi-platform. I believe it was probably Pirate's Curse that I got Pirate's Curse for like Xbox One, and yet again didn't beat it. Actually, it took me longer to beat it than I wanted it to, probably because of some of the stuff I was doing, for achievements and whatnot. Especially one where you have to beat the game without melting down the heart squids, but that's a whole nother ballgame. I should have known better. Um, but the time I actually beat my first Shantae game, believe it or not, it's also on the Funko, was with, if I can show you, Shantae Half Genie Hero. And I remember when I first beat it too. My ex was over and for a little bit before she went to work. And when she was off at work, I decided to play more Half Genie Hero. She said she would return after her work, which would have been like around 10 p.m. And just before she got back, or just as she got back, I was on the final part of the game. I was on the way to beat Risky and the Dynamo machine, and she got to witness me beat my first Shantae game. Do I regret her being a part of that? Yes, very much, very much. I hate her. I hate my ex. But regardless, Shantae, has been. I loved her games. And the thing is, I've beaten 3 out of the 5 Shantae games. I'm looking to do the 4th one with the Risky's Revenge Director's Cut on my PS4 sometime. Actually, kind of 2/3, maybe 3/4 of the way through that game since I started it like maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago. Anyway, um, so yeah, it was. My first Shantae game I ever beat was Half Genie Hero, and then after a little while, I went back to Pirate's Curse on my Xbox One and beat that after like 2 years roughly, and then I got a PS4, beat Shantae Half Genie Hero all over again for that, as well as Pirate's Curse, although with that time I did not go for the Heart Squid trophy. And then before I knew it, last year, they released Shantae and the Seven Sirens. And I beat that, got a platinum on that. And I also got a platinum on Half Genie Hero on my PS4. So I'm actually satisfied that I actually got 2 platinums on Shantae games. Though Half Genie Hero doesn't actually have all the trophies collected. I haven't gotten all the DLC trophies, and even then, I tried working on friends at the end, but it's just way too difficult for me to even freaking understand it. I'm sure a lot of you are like, no, it's not that difficult. Well, I don't know. But no, so I got the platinum for two of the Shantae games. I'm actually looking to get Shantae Half Genie Hero Ultimate Edition for my PS4 as well. You get a little extra trophies. Platinum on it, not likely, because I think I have to get all the trophies, and because it includes DLCs, that means having to beat DLCs to get the platinum. Not even try, just get what I can. Fine with me. Um, but yeah, even I mentioned in my last Funko story how I have a Hatsune Miku body pillow. Well, just like that, I have a Shantae body pillow. And there's only one place that I wanted it off of. I'm not going to mention where it is. You guys are going to have to look for it yourself. Um, but it was pretty expensive. It was pretty much on the expensive side. It was like $45, and I got two parts. So it was like about $90 plus the shipping, which I think was about 15 more dollars. So I spent about $105 for a Shantae for two Shantae body pillow cases, and yeah, so other than that, I'm not. I don't got that much in the way of Shantae merchandise. Like I said, I just play the games. I have the Funko. I have a body pillow. Um, I'm actually thinking about getting a shirt of her soon. I actually got a shirt of someone. One of my favorite anime characters is out for delivery today. You'll probably see me wear that when maybe I do a food review. Anyway, so yeah, I love Shantae. Some of my favorite characters about the Shantae game, like Bolo, Sky, Roddy Tops. I actually think Roddy Tops is like my second favorite Shantae character, to be honest. And another thing about Shantae, I actually learned. Well, it wasn't like I learned about Shantae. It was actually something that kind of linked something together. Um, Shantae is voiced, at least from I think it was from Pirate's Curse to Seven Sirens, because Risky's Revenge didn't have this one. But the voice actress for Shantae between Pirate's Curse and Seven Sirens is voiced by none other than Christina V. Recently, you guys may know on my channel, I had beaten Unichibara Origin, and Christina V came up as one of the voice actresses for one of the characters in that game, being Saki, and that just blew my mind because I wasn't expecting it. So I was like doesn't fit, but I was like, okay, whatever. I mean, that's great. I like Christina V so far because of Shantae. Now I have another reason to like her is because of Saki. Um, there was like a few other things Christina V did for some of the stuff I'm familiar with. I just can't think of them on the top of my head right now. And even if I pause the video and look at them and then resumed it, I'm not going to be likely. Um, but yeah, I don't think there's anything else in particular I could think of Shantae related that I could probably bring up to you guys. So I guess, well, I guess this is kind of a little update. But as far as doing a Risky's Revenge let's let's play and the other DLCs I haven't done for Half Genie Hero for my channel, not going to be likely. If I do want to do something for those games, you know, as part of something for my channel, it'll probably be radio games. But yeah, so anyway, that's my Shantae Funko. I know it's not as long as my history with Hatsune Miku, but Shantae has been she's been there for a little while. Actually, another thing I should bring this up. Before I was dating my ex, I had this thing about a few purple-haired girls. One of them, of course, being Shantae. There was another one that somebody created that I thought looked really cool, really well done. Her name was Lily Solrix. It was done by a guy by the name of Zerico Comics. I liked her a lot. And then there was also Sabella from Ghoul School, Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School. All three of these girls had purple hair. And my ex, before I dated her, my ex was joking around something or rather saying maybe I should dye my hair purple, and I was like, where did that come from? Um, but thankfully, she didn't, and whatever. But yeah, that's that's pretty much all I can say about the Shantae Funko, and pretty much, um, again, I know it's not as long as the Mika one. I'm actually looking at the recording time here. It's kind of there. It's like 10 minutes, 10.5 minutes. So that's my Shantae Funko, and I got one more little update before I bring episode 3 Funko. I mentioned last week with the Mika one that I had a Funko that was shipped, so I should be getting it sometime within the next few days, and I probably uploaded the video. Hasn't shown up yet, and I looked through it again. I realized, oh, it doesn't get released until June. So why does it say it's shipped? They mentioned that it will be officially shipped when I get a tracking number for it. So the Funko that I thought I was going to get real soon hasn't officially shipped. I don't know why it says it's shipped. It's just not going to until roughly June, I think it is. So you guys will have to wait until June to see what that would be. At least when I get it in the mail. Other than that, there will be other Funkos coming before that one. So to be honest, 2 of them are going to be Miku ones. So I could probably, I don't know if I want to say something extra about Miku or something, I could probably bring them up. Not much, not likely. I'll probably just show them off and say, well, here's the other 2 or whatever, but it won't be much of a story because I already brought up everything from Miku. But anyway, I should probably bring up episode 3 next week on Funko Stories. I won't have much to talk about this one, but I will do my best. This is episode 3, so look forward to this one, all right? Cool. All right. Well, with that in mind, I believe that is the end of episode 2. So thank you all for sticking around and watching my Funko story of Shantae, the half genie of Way Forward. And I will see you guys next week when I do Funko Stories episode 3 of Nami from One Piece. And make sure to like, share, subscribe to my channel, Big LT Radio. I will say as Scotty Boy rules as well. He hasn't done his Funko Story stuff yet. I thought he would do that by now. I suppose he's doing something else before he starts, but regardless, he could just choose whatever Funko he wants first off and just go from there. I'm just doing them in order because I only have 3. But yeah, make sure to go check him out. He'll be doing Funko Stories hopefully soon. I'll have to check with that on Wednesday if he hasn't seen this video by then. But with that in mind, you guys, thank you all for watching. I'm Big LT Radio. Well, Big LT, DJ Let's Player of Big LT Radio. Gotta work on those outros. And I'll see you guys next time for another Funko story. See you guys then.